A Thursday edition of Extra Time, always amongst our favourites, isn't it, Ali? I know you look forward to it.
What?
Europa
What's so
League,
special about
Extra
Thursday?
Time.
Okay,
I look forward to Shaka's power rankings.
Hey.
Those, even by his standards, those were special today.
Yeah, if you didn't see the show, check which we had to wait for, by the way. We were denied those power rankings till the Europa League results came in.
The first take is was
World
outstanding.
class.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Probably couldn't make the show because it was so great. It was a different level entirely.
Julien Laurens is also with us. Julien, why don't you take this first question first yourself? It comes from Mr. Goonalicious. Mr. Goonalicious. If you were a billionaire businessman...
Which he is.
Yes. Other than the top 6 clubs in the Premier League, which club would you choose to invest in to make them a Premier League contender or a Champions League contender? Who would you put your billions into, Julien?
Oh, that's an interesting one. I think I'll go for Newcastle. I think I could get a good deal from Mike Ashley to, get the club not on the cheap, but for a good amount of money. And I think with the fan base they have, with the structure they have on as well, I think I could do a pretty good job there.
No arguments from you.
Leeds.
I'm sure, Shaka, in that. Yeah, I was going to say Leeds too.
I'd invest in Leeds.
Yeah.
Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding?
Well,
Who are you kidding?
Just saying.
Come on now. Come on now. Who will you invest in?
Leeds.
No, you would not.
He's got his businessman hat on.
Yeah, that's right.
Famously known in Newcastle.
I don't allow my business investments to
Your
be
loyalties aren't
to be influenced by my passions.
I would say Leeds too. You could probably get them pretty cheap. They are dormant. You remember the great Leeds
Absolutely.
teams,
I played against them. That's how old I am.
Still got the bruises from them.
Are you kidding me?
Come on. You're not letting him off,
No,
are you?
no.
You
He
think
knows
he has
he's
to say-
investing in Newcastle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or West Ham.
Why did he say?
No.
But
No.
but
He's well known in
I'm
Newcastle.
a businessman.
Right. So
Are you?
he knows to get more bang for
Shaka,
his
you've
buck.
just upset a lot of people.
I'm a billionaire businessman. Leeds is where I get.
I gotta say, if I'm a billionaire businessman,
All the
not
new
sure I'm putting my money in any of this team.
Yeah. I put it in my son's on the 11th team.
Yeah. Yes.
Popcorn for
Paul,
everybody.
I know which way you'd probably turn. I don't know for sure. Would it be Ipswich, or would you go in a different direction?
Ipswich is so far off the pace these days.
Well, they need your billions,
They need
really.
billions
They need-
and billions. I mean, the rock
you go for?
bottom of the Championship. I don't know. It's maybe Villa. I mean, I'm just thinking about a big club, that can draw.
That have known glory years
Villa.
that could come back.
Maybe Villa.
Clubs that already have a big fan base.
Yep.
Villa certainly.
And potential as well. They could grow.
Yeah.
All right.
You're staying out of this, though.
Barnet?
You're not.
What about Barnet?
Kitty Minster.
There you go.
Kidderminster.
There you go.
Excellent.
Yep.
The Harriers will rise with Moreno's billions.
Well, I'm telling you, my billions are not going anywhere near any of these teams.
How many billions would it take to get Swindon flying?
Oh, God.
Come on, Ed.
More than the US Treasury currently has. Did Neymar, says David, re-injure his foot celebrating Mbappe's goal? Julia, we showed this clip during the show. He was certainly seemed to be pretty mobile, dancing a lot, celebrating. Might he have retweaked it, celebrating the goal?
Yeah, I mean, the best thing I think was on the first one, he had his one of his physio doing a massage on the foot, and then he obviously jumped out of the sofa, and the physio probably thought, "Oh, come on, man! I've just spent like an hour, massaging your foot and doing all that treatment, and now I'll have to do it again." So yeah, but it was good to see that kind of spirit from Neymar.
Yeah. Nice celebration, wouldn't it?
Well, at least he stayed on his feet.
Yeah.
Bob-omb.
Physio probably tried to tackle him, but
He wasn't on his feet to start with.
no.
He
He actually got on his feet.
Yeah, he got
he
him
was
back to
already
front.
down. He was already in the horizontal position and actually went vertical.
But when he was celebrating, he was doing one leg celebration. That was what was
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But okay, and it's a respectable job. I'm not pointing the finger at it at all whatsoever. Somebody's got to do it.
Right.
Like going massage Neymar's feet. Come on now.
Dick is the provider of our next question. Dick Taylor, who says, should N'Golo Kante speak out against being moved from the position in which he was extremely successful? Should he speak out?
No, that's
Should
not.
any-
That's not.
It's not his game.
I mean, not speak out. You can go and have a quiet with the manager, but to speak out, which I'm suggesting, Dick, is meaning go to the press or say something of the sort. No, I'm never in favour of that.
Plenty of people have been speaking out on his behalf.
Yep.
Should he join that chorus?
No, that's
Privately.
not his job. However, if Sarri were to come up to him, or anybody in the club were to come up to him and say something along the lines of, we need more productivity out of you in the final third, at that point you say, you know what? See, no. I'm the best defensive midfielder in the world, and you have me playing out here as some sort of inverted right winger, some sort of position that is not my best. This is not what I do best. This is not where I can maximize my potential. That's your fault. It's not mine.
He's no need to say anything, has he? I mean, everybody in the world knows where he should be playing.
Right.
The one guy that doesn't realise that it's a gaffer.
Yeah.
And Sarri may pay the price over it.
Have there been any murmurings in France, Julien, about N'Golo Kante's mental state at the moment, or his willingness to speak out?
No, not on that, no, because that's not him. He will never do that in a million years. He would not even, I think, address it with Sarri. That's not his style. He will keep doing what Sarri asks him to do, and he will try to do it to the best of his ability. Sarri can ask him to play as a goalkeeper, and he would go and play as a goalkeeper and give his best. But him speaking out in the press or off the record for then his word or his point of view being still written, that will never happen. And again, I really don't think that he's the one knocking at the door of the manager and saying, can I have a word about my position? That's not going to happen either. He's a soldier. He's a very good soldier. Even if he's not happy playing where he is, which is what I believe, he will still do it and will never confront anyone about it.
Mustafa, moving on, says, is Manchester City being in 4 competitions a good thing? I don't know why it wouldn't be a good thing, but...
I mean, say you're winning, right?
You're there to win trophies, aren't you?
Success is a good thing.
No, I mean, I guess the possible counterpoint would be, well, do they want to win the Champions League? Are other competitions going to be a distraction?
Yeah, but when you start rotating and thinking that, okay, I'm going to value this competition over the other, because you're underestimating the other competition doesn't guarantee that you're going to win what you consider to be the big one. So this is when managers, in this case Pep Guardiola, will earn his money and see, okay, where can I rotate? Where can I put my players? But the truth is that for Manchester City, even when you rotate, you still have a very good team out on the field.
Yeah.
That's, the billions that we were talking about earlier, that's when it helps to have those billions.
Pep's going to earn his money this weekend when they play Newport County
Massive
in
game,
the
massive
FA Cup.
Look, I think the most impressive thing about one of the most impressive things that Guardiola's done with that squad is to keep them right on point. When the games come, when the whistle blows, they're right on top of it. And we've seen recently where they've just blown teams away because teams have not been prepared correctly or they just didn't expect it. But I think that is a remarkable thing, what Guardiola's done with this group. He's got everybody on board. Gabriel Jesus has stopped moaning now that Aguero's starting in front of him and Sané's stopped moaning, and so on and so forth. And it seems that there's a great deal of togetherness. And yeah, they're in four competitions. The reason is because of his rotation, beautifully done by him.
Julien, history does show that it's tough, isn't it, to win the Champions League and the league title, let alone a couple of cups thrown into the mix too.
Yeah, that's right, but that doesn't mean he's not going to prioritise something, because he will at some point. Like the boys said, he will rotate, but his strongest team will always be in the league and in the Champions League, and then he will rotate for the domestic cups, and that might bring success or not. And I don't think he would have any regret. Well, he wouldn't want to lose games in the domestic cups, but the priority is and will always be probably even more the Champions League than, if he could choose between winning the Champions League and the Premier League, I really believe he would go for the Champions League. So I would put that as the big priority. However, the league is also very, very, very important.
Right. The piercing question of the day comes from Stephen Cromwell. He simply needs to know, how loud does Shaka snore? I don't know how we quantify that exactly.
What prompted this question?
What did prompt that question, Stephen?
It's your pre-show preparation, Shaka. It's thorough, and it's based on being well-rested for the show.
It's thorough. It's very thorough. Absolutely it is.
Well-rested.
Needed a power nap.
Yeah. Well, that was powerful enough.
A little 5-minute power nap.
5 minutes. you lost track of time.
Is that what Chelsea did to you today? Put you to sleep?
5 minutes-ish power nap. Good for everybody. That was half-time. That was half-time of the game.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
wasn't. No, it was not. It was the second half.
Early second half.
Ali had you on the clock. It was 25 minutes. You know.
It was half-time. I remember. Remember well.
Big plates of meat on the table as well.
Is there a Richter scale we can measure this
I don't snore.
level
No,
of
he
snoring?
doesn't.
I don't snore.
He's very, very clean.
Yeah.
You don't even know he falls asleep.
I'm a stealth power napper.
It was after those. What were those things we had?
Munchkins.
What are they called?
Munchkins.
Munchkins. I've never heard of them before, but they were great, weren't they? You loved them, didn't you, Big Man?
Well, you know, those are some big hands, so Munchkins.
Munchkins.
That was half-time as well. That was half-time too.
A lot of things happen
I did a
at
lot of
halftime.
half-time. It's a long half-time.
Valentine's Day munchkins, which
Exactly.
Mr. Mariner gobbled up rather
Absolutely.
enthusiastically.
Shaka was there
I had a
too.
couple.
All
Don't
right.
go mad.
Our man needs a nap. We better
Another one?
better get out of here.
I'm tired.
Are you going to be able to sleep tonight?
I'm tired now.
ESPN FC available every day over on ESPN Plus.